Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and everything in between. I'm the Canadian, back with another video. This video being another Transformers review. And today, we're looking at a figure from a movie. And it's not a Michael Bay movie. And it's not a Bumblebee movie. It's also not a Rise of the Beast movie. And it's also not a 1986 movie. So what other movie could have a transforming robot in it? Well, it didn't have a transforming robot in it. Because this figure is from the Transformers collaborative line, collaborating with the recent release of Gun Maverick. This figure today is going to be Maverick. Maverick takes form of an F-14 Tomcat swing wing jet. Featured, I think, in the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I'm terrible. I've seen the original one. I haven't seen the new one. But I got the figure. For the new, oh my god. I'm showing hand gestures, but you can't see them because my camera's in zoom. I got the figure, but I didn't see the movie. I don't care. This figure I got straight from Hasbro Pulse, and it is the second release of this figure. From what I've seen, the main difference between the first and second release is in the accessories. It came with, both first and second release came with the motorcycle. Tom Cruise's motorcycle that he rode in the movie. And the first release came with the volleyball. Apparently there's a volleyball scene. I don't know. Second release did not come with this. And yeah, looking at the figure, it is, again, an F-14 Tomcat. The coloring on it, I like the figure. Especially in vehicle mode. It has the front landing gear. It doesn't have back landing gear. But something's moving back there. Yeah, the plastic is... it's kind of... reminds me of like a nylon plastic. You know, like the white nylon plastic. It reminds me of that, but it's not. Yeah, it's, And the coloring too, like, it's like a very, very, very white, light gray, like light white gray, with some patching on it. No. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The painting, or the detailing on it is very nice, like very nice panel lining. Whoa, my thing just collapsed. This is very nice, like the labeling. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Looking at, this is focus, you got Lieutenant Pete Mitchell and Nick Bradshaw, Maverick and Goose, Northrop Grumman logo, 114, some venting. You got some of the beacon detail, blue, red, and yellow on the fins. Got 114. Also, the wing, being a swing wing, the wings do swing out. No like warning marks or anything. One thing that's going to become apparent when I go through this video is, another thing before I go into that, missile tips here. I'm going to be taking these off because they're loose on mine. Just slabs of plastic with missiles molded in with a 5mm peg that pegs in. 2 of those, 2 fuel tanks. Get into those later. One thing I found apparent with the labeling and in the transformation that I hope they do another collaborative and do something similar using this mold and just like remold it, is on the tail fin there's a blue logo with a bird on it. On the bottom it says VF-1. Now, it could mean something from the movie, but I see that, and being a sci-fi Japanese nerd, first thing I come to is the Valkyrie's Variable Fighter 1. You know, Macross, or Robotech if you're from North America. The jets that they used were very reminiscent of F-14, like the silhouette of it, a swing wing, and then of course the Gerwalk and Batroid mode. This is very reminiscent of that in the way of the transformation, and just, you know, that hint right there. Like, if that isn't a Macross Valkyrie hint, then I don't know what is. And so yeah, another thing I don't like besides the plastic and the paint splotching on here, hinge. I know, like, again, for transformation, it does that, but they could have done something to make it a little bit cleaner. The bottom, it's very clean. Barely any kibble. You got arms and what's going to be the legs there, but it is very, very clean under here. On the back, you got your thruster detail. Thrusters are molded in black. I might go in with like a silver or red marker. Go in there. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 transformations on this. One is, well, come on, you got a VF marker there, and it's a jet. What do you think you're going to do? We're going to go into a Gerwalk mode. I'm going to spread the wings here, and the legs peg in. Right there. Fold this panel up. Again, very reminiscent of a VF-1 Valkyrie, or any Valkyrie? I don't know if the other variable fighters are like that. I'm going to fold up the wings. I know Valkyries did not have these. They were molded into this piece. And then we're going to bring the legs down, like so. Open the legs up. And even the feet are reminiscent to me of a Valkyrie foot. I know on the actual Valkyries, the feet themselves are the thrusters. Whereas this one is not, but you know. And fold the wings back here. I turn the arm around and just kind of park it like that. And something's a little bit off because Valkyries had backward turning knees. So I just do that. Gerwalk. It's a Gerwalk. And yeah, I hope to see a Macross collaborative in the future. Because this was meant to be a Valkyrie jet. And when you go into robot mode, you'll see it. Continuing to robot mode, turn these legs back around and keep the way that they are. Spread the wings, fold these 2 pieces up, and then going to grab the legs here. And there's a little bit of automorph here. When you bring the legs down, I'm going to turn it this way. There are 2 little panels that come out. Let's see if it'll... There, on each side. It's basically just this swing bar here and 2 panels right below Goose's cockpit seat. They just open up. And so yeah, this brings down. Again, very reminiscent of VF-1 Valkyrie transformation. There, leg was backwards. And then this folds up in the back. Coming up to the upper body, interesting transformation here, especially with the arms. You've got a piece that goes this way. You got to really pay attention here, because the way that these twist determine which direction the arms are going to go. And in a way, in Gerwalk mode, you can have the arms out, but it's real pain, and everything untabs on this. So I don't normally display Gerwalks. Like, I have a couple Valkyrie models. I don't display them with the arms anyways. But anyway, fold out like so. And then everything come that down, fold up. And these arms are going to tab in the back of the frame here. Comes down. Comes down. Oh, arms are in the way. Make sure your arms are out of the way. Comes down and pops in like that. Bring the head up. Arm down, like so. And oh, I got it right on the first try. Wrists just swivel out. Oh, make sure the shoulder pads are up too. Wrists come up like that. And voila. Oh, full swing down. Wow. Voila, you got Maverick in robot mode. And this figure, very slender, very reminiscent of, again, a Valkyrie. The transformation is so close to that of a Valkyrie. The only thing that I found different is the arms. Instead of having the arms like next to each other, they're splayed outways or lengthways of the jet. That's the only difference I found. And when you get to robot mode, this is a Batroid. This is a Valkyrie Batroid right here. And I love it. I love it. It's very, very slender. I know some people have complained about, he's too skinny. But this, you know, I have a sneaking suspicion there were plans for this mold. They came up with this mold and they're like, I think we're going to do something else. And then, of course, as usual, they still do anything. Anyway, nothing much changes color-wise. You know, you got your hands and arms that are molded in black. The most color that shows up is the head sculpt. If we look at this head sculpt here, it's a fighter pilot helmet. Like, it's, you know, you got his name brazen on here. The logos around it. It's a fighter pilot helmet, and the face is very, you know, bland. It's got almost like a Gundam-like faceplate, and then red visor. I know one thing, a lot of their collaborative, I think they kind of base like Autobot Decepticon. This one didn't. This one was just Maverick. No insignias or anything. And I do actually have the box for the summer. So yeah, this figure in robot mode did come out nice. Again, the plastic, don't really like the plastic. If it was a regular plastic molded in a darker gray, like more of a fighter jet gray, I would have liked it better. But, you know. But hey, if Hasbro's seeing this and they keep hearing my Valkyrie references, you know, got a lot of potential here. A lot of potential. Especially with, you know, if they make a Super Valkyrie or anything, you know, a lot more potential. Anyway, we're going to get into articulation here. Head is on a ball joint. You can look up a little bit, look down more of a bit. Can do a 360, very tight. These back panels can go up and down later. I'll show you later when I get into accessories why I find that important. Arms are on a universal. Can do a 360, but the wings get in the way. You can go out that far, but when it comes down, the shoulder pad is on that, and it comes down with it. Bicep swivel all the way, elbow, and wrist goes up and down for that untabbed transformation. This thing's falling apart on me. What did I do? I just did something I wasn't supposed to. There we go. Okay, fixed it. I fixed it. Got it? I got it. Okay. No waist articulation due to transformation. I need to get closer to the camera. Yeah, no waist articulation due to transformation. Legs, again, are on a universal. You can go out that far, forward that far. You can do a thigh swivel, unrestricted. Knee bend 90 degree. One thing with the knee bend is when it's straight, it has that, you know, engine nacelle look to it when it's straight, and then you got the bend there, it kind of ruins it. If they did something just to clean that up, that'd be great, but, you know. For articulation, there is a bit of an ankle tilt, but on one foot, not really. On the other one, a little bit, but the other one just doesn't like to move. And then there's just nothing. No swivel, no toe bend or anything. You got a toe that goes up like that for transformation, but, you know, nothing much. So that's it for articulation. Onto the accessories. Accessories, minus the motorbike, same as before. You got the missile boards here. I plugged them in. Why am I doing that? I plugged them in on the back here, on the ports that are here. And normally I do keep these on for transformation. I just kept them off for the video. But yeah, it's easy. These just swivel around for transformation and go back in. But yeah, for this, I keep them up here so I can, you know, lift it up. Got shoulder mounted missiles. Cool. And then the proper weaponry for this is the fuel tanks. It comes with 2 fuel tanks. Again, in that white nylon-y plastic. But they transform. The front pulls out and brings out some barrels. And it'll plug in to either hand, as it does have 2. It can dual wield, like so. And he looks goofy. Those kind of guns, they look better when I put it in Gerwalk mode with the arms displayed. But in robot mode, yeah, they look really ridiculous. They look super long and super out of place. And yeah, it's not really a fan of the guns. But, you know, extra firepower, you got your shoulder mounted missiles. And then the motorcycle, just ta-da! I don't know, the motorcycle doesn't go anywhere. It looks like a Ducati motorcycle if you take a closer look at it. RC, no. So yeah, that's been my video review of Transformers Collaborative with Top Gun Maverick. Very reminiscent of a Macross Valkyrie, and I really hope in sometime in the future they do something with that, because there is a lot of Easter eggs that count on this figure that shows to a Valkyrie. You know, you got the VF-1 logo, you got a very simple Gerwalk mode that you can display with arms. The guns are Valkyrie guns. The transformation is very Batroid-like. And, you know, yeah, and of course, another thing of articulation, the wings go out. So yeah, that has been my video review of Transformers Collaborative Top Gun Maverick. If you like this video, click on that like button. If you want to see more, you're always welcome to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. And then that's it. So I'll see you in the next video.